Good morning and greeting to us. My name is Tasya Natali Sihombing. I am a student from Bilingual Mathematics Education Study Program 2019 at State University of Medan. In this first video, I will explain about philosophy of mathematics. Of course, we have often heard the word philosophy of mathematics. Before that, I will give you 5 topics that I will explain. The first is definition of philosophy. The second is definition of mathematics. The third is philosophy of mathematics. The fourth is flow in the philosophy of mathematics. And the last is axiology or the benefits of mathematics. Okay, the first I will explain about definition of philosophy. The word philosophy comes from the Greek philosophia, which means love of wisdom. The word philosophia is a form of a word philos, love or philia, principle, attract to, and the word serves wisdom, knowledge, skill, experience, practically, and intelligence. The term philosophia was first used by Pythagoras. Pythagoras said that humans can be defined into 3 types. The first, namely, those who love pleasure. The second is those who love activity. And the third is those who love wisdom. Philosophy is the view of life of a person or groups of people, which is the basic concept of the life that is aspired to. Philosophy is also interpreted as an attitude of someone who is aware and mature in thinking about everything in depth and wants to see from a broad and comprehensive perspective with all relationships. The second topic is definition of mathematics. Mathematics is as a study of numbers and numbers. In the formalist view, mathematics is an examination of axioms that establish extra structure using symbolic logic and mathematical notation. Understanding of mathematics according to expert by Johnson and Rising 1972 said that mathematics is a pattern of thinking and organizing pattern, logical proof. Mathematics is a language that uses carefully defined, clear, and accurate terms. Its representation is symbolically, and consequently it is more of a symbolic language about ideas than about sounds. The second is Klein, 1973, said that mathematics is not an isolated knowledge that can be perfect for itself, but the existence of mathematics is mainly to help humans understand and overcome social, economic, and natural problems. The third is Reis et al. 1984 say that mathematics is the study of pattern and relationship, a way or pattern of thinking, and art, a language, and a tool. The fourth is James, 1976, say that mathematics is the science of logic about form, arrangement, quantity, and concepts that relate to one another in large number, which are divided into 3 fields, namely the first is algebra, the second is analysis, and the third is geometry. Okay, now in conclusion, mathematics is science that learns about calculation, studies, and use reason or one's thinking ability logically and with a clear mind. Mathematics is studying things that exist. Mathematics will not able to study things that never exist. The third topic is philosophy of mathematics. As we know, philosophy of mathematics is a branch of philosophy that aims to reflect and explain the nature of mathematics. The philosophy of mathematics is basically a reflect thinking toward mathematics. The role of the philosophy of mathematics is to demonstrate a systematic and absolute secure basic for mathematical knowledge. deferred to mathematical truth. For Pythagoras, mathematics is very important to understand philosophy. Plato agreed that geometry was the key to attaining philosophical knowledge and truth. In this modern era, philosophy, which is used as a science that can change the paradigm of human thinking, is experiencing development. This is due to the nature of thinking that is carried out by philosophers, including philosophers of science and mathematics, who are able to give birth to ideas and learning methods. Therefore, general philosophy and philosophy of mathematics have historically been complementary. The view of the philosophy of mathematics according to experts: the first is Plato's view. For Plato, what is important is the task of reason to distinguish the apparent from the actual reality. According to him, permanent determination, free to understand, is only a characteristic of mathematics statement. For Plato, mathematics is not the indication of certain empirical aspect, but as a description of the reality. The second is Aristotle. Aristotle emphasized finding a permanent and real world of ideas rather than an abstraction of the visible world. The third is Leibniz. Each proposition in the last analysis is in the form of subject-predicate. According to him, all may say that proposition needs to be true all object and possible occurs, or by using the phrase in all possible words. The fourth is Kant. Kant defines proposition into three classes: analysis proposition, synthetic proposition, and arithmetic proposition, and pure geometry. The fourth and the last Pythagoras. The Pythagoras contend, among others, that semi-different phenomena can have identical mathematical representative, like magnetics, electric can have the same differential equation. The fourth topic is the philosophy of mathematics. Some school in the philosophy of mathematics is logistic flow. The pioneer Immanuel Kant, 1724 to 1804, argues that mathematics is logical way. Logistic, which wrong or right can be determined without studying the empirical world. Pure mathematics is a branch of logic. Mathematical concept can be reduced to logical concept. The second is intuitionist. The pioneer is John Brover, 1808 to 1966, argues that mathematics is intuitionist. The pure institution of numeric is starting point for the mathematics of numbers. The essence of a number must be formed through intuitive activities in counting and counting. The third is formalist. The pioneer is David Hilbert, 1862 to 1943, argues that mathematics is knowledge of the formal structure of symbol. Formals precise the formal aspect of mathematics as a symbolic language and strive for consistency in the use of mathematics as symbolic language. Formalists argue against the flow of logistics and claim that problems in logic have absolutely nothing to do with mathematics. The last topic is axiology, or the benefits of mathematics. There are 5 benefits of mathematics in everyday life. Namely, the first is systematic mindset. Mathematics is one of the subjects that help us think systematically. It is very important in living life, both at work and in daily life. For example, when we are given a question, the first thing we do is find out what is being asked, and then we answer it after an example of unsystematic mindset. Through the habit of counting, practicing series, and the like, we unconsciously force the brain to get used to thinking coherently or systematically. This will make it easier for us to organize everything. Disability is also very supportive to become a leader someday when we grow up. The second is the logic of thinking is more developed. All aspects of mathematics lesson talk about the ability to think logically. There are no presumption, or guesswork. All must be generated through precise calculation. Even more precise, mathematics is formed on the basis of a logical need for proof. Logic will help sharpen the mindset, which of course makes us able to make measured decisions. The third is practicing counting. Everyone needs numerical skill, even on a very simple scale like counting change. Unfortunately, this is not realized by some students. The use of numbers, which are actually symbols to measure a result, is actually something that is avoided. It should be kept in mind. The need for arithmetic does not need an expert, but at least be able to do it correctly and quickly. The fourth is draw conclusion deductively. Mathematics is often referred to as a deduction science. That is, mathematics helps a person in drawing conclusions based on general patterns. This will familiarize our brain to think objectively. The ability to think objectively is again one of the many soft skills that are sought after by all seek for work. In addition, by frequently completing mathematical exercise in the form of logical case, we will get used to thinking rationally. The fifth is be meticulous and patient. Mathematics lessons are full of complex and long questions. This certainly require patience in completing it, especially if you experience an error in one of the steps. Then maybe we have repeat the counting process from the beginning. A person who is accustomed to solve complex mathematical problems can develop into a thorough, careful, and patient person. This condition can be born through familiarization with math problems. Okay guys, that's enough my explanation on the topic of philosophy of mathematics. If there are questions, suggestions, please type in the comment column. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.